Hi everyone, I hope you are enjoying your day. I have two things I wanted to talk to you about today. So I thought I would just put a real quick video out. And the first one is, actually it's a little bit of a story. So about 3.5 years ago, my dad, who was very sick at the time, he was living in assisted living, and he had been living with us for years prior to that, but then we moved to a small town. He wanted to be closer to doctors and whatever. So he went and started living in assisted living. And then I would come and visit with him or take him places, stuff like that, like about 2 or 3 times a week. But anyhow, he had a bout in the hospital, and it was a real problem on taking his dogs when he was in there. And my sister took him, but her dog doesn't like other dogs, and it was just a hassle and a problem. So without telling any of us, he had contacted this Bichon rescue. Now, one of the dogs was Bichon and Shih Tzu, and the other dog was just straight Shih Tzu. But they had been together since they were very young puppies, so they were pretty much inseparable. Anyhow, he got a hold of these people, he checked them out, whatever, and they came to his apartment and took the dogs and kept him up to date, sent him pictures. You know, I went on the website once I found out about it and let him know who was adopting them and the whole story. It was really a good experience. I felt bad though, because my dad really liked those dogs, and I thought it was, you know, what was keeping him going kind of thing. And also the dogs had been there. It was one of the last connections to my mom, basically. My parents had the dogs for a while, and prior to this happening, my mom had passed away 6 years before that. And anyhow, it was just a nice rescue that did that. Well, fast forward now to a few days ago, a friend of mine posts about a dog rescue in her area that's in dire need of help, and help financially, but also for volunteers and stuff. She had gone there with her daughter, and she said it was kind of pitiful, and the owner or whoever runs it was putting in this huge amount of hours because there weren't enough volunteers, but they were really low on a lot of their basic necessities. And so she posted about it, and I saw the name and I saw the address, and I'm like, holy cow, I think this is the same exact rescue that took my dad's dogs. And so I went look again. Yep, it sure is. And it's called the Bichon and Little Buddies Rescue, because they will take other dogs that aren't Bichons, but just smaller breeds. And so I went on to the link, and there's just a lot of ways people can help this rescue out. And so that's what I'm here for. I'm asking you guys, maybe you could help out. There's a link down in the description box that if you click on it, there's several things you could do. You could just donate cash outright. That'd be wonderful. You could buy a t-shirt or a sweatshirt, or they have an Amazon wish list. So you could go on that, and there's all these different items that they need for the shelter and for the dogs that you could purchase, and it's shipped directly to the rescue. And so I am asking you that if you could please help out, that would be wonderful. They really do need it. And I know it's a rough time of the year, but I'm sure any little thing you could give, that would be great. And if you can't give, a prayer for them to get their needs met would be just as good. So anyhow, on to the next bit of business. I'd say about 1.5 years ago, I had these decals made up. I gave them away. I did like a giveaway here on the channel, and I think I gave them away to like 10 different people. And I had extras, so I kept a few for myself. I gave some to the kids and whatever. And they really have worked out great on the vehicles. They're vinyl, and they're weatherproof. And let me see if I can get it real close up for you guys. Can you see There you go. I even have one on my Berkey water filter system up at the cabin. Well, anyhow, a few people still asked me about these, and I'm like, you know, I could probably have more made up. So I decided, for anyone that wants to help support the channel, there is another link down there in the description box, and you can go ahead and buy one of these, and that would be awesome of you. You can show your support for Homesteading Ways however you want. Go ahead, you can. I had mine on the back window of the Jeep, and I actually have a new one on there now, and they hold up fine in the weather. But you know, my son has his directly on his bumper, and Paul put one of these on our laptop. So it's like you can stick these almost anywhere. They're really high quality, they're colorful. I like them a lot. And so if you feel like you want to help support Homesteading Ways, just hit that link down there. You can buy one of these. I will ship it out to you ASAP. And yeah, you can have this neat little piece of Homesteading Ways. But anyhow, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. It was nice talking to you, and you take care.